Do you remember my last Marvel video of how the director said that the reason why Marvel failed is because apparently the comic fans hated women? Well, it turns out that comment was taken completely out of context, as per usual from the mainstream media. Now I have to double check every single thing that they say. Fuck me. But thankfully, this one, I can't be taking them out of context because this one is not only a reverse of the former opinion, if it is true, but it's a completely editorialized piece.
Diversity and inclusion are the heroes in Overwatch, our runaway commercial gaming success.
So, Overwatch is successful because diversity and inclusion. Great. So, why is Marvel failing? Why is Battleborn failing? They're the things that people call diverse, and yet they fail. Maybe because there are other reasons why Overwatch is successful, like, oh, I don't know, the game is fun? So which one is it? Would diversity cause failure, or would diversity cause success?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss, my wine. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Overwatch has gone on to great commercial success, demonstrating the effectiveness of diversity as a core design strategy.
AKA, we're gonna slap diversity as reasons for things being successful because...
Their cast of playable heroes are straight and gay, men and women, robots, doctors, and criminals, and represent 6 of the 7 continents. Sorry, Antarctica.
Oh, Antarctica is not included. No. This is not diverse enough. This is not diverse enough.
So why haven't game developers done this before? The answer may be that before now, the industry just wasn't ready.
Wow. You are an idiot.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
The main audience for video games has historically been young white men, and the game development...
Shut up. Shut up. Who cares? Who the hell cares? Main audiences for video games has been historically young white men. Then why are people playing Overwatch in my country and enjoying it? Why are people playing Dota 2 in my country and enjoying them? Maybe because it has nothing to do with race, it has something to do with whether or not the game is fun.
The industry's most recent survey found out that only 23% of developers were female, and that 81% were from a white Caucasian background.
23% of developers were female. Do you know why that is? Because gaming is an expensive hobby that requires a lot of sacrifice, and I mean a lot. I think we can all measure how serious and dedicated we are by just asking ourselves how much money you're willing to spend for video games. Are you willing to buy video game consoles? Are you willing to craft yourself your own gaming rig for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars? Now ask yourself if women in general are willing to do all of these. No? Well, that answers your question, doesn't it? And I'm not even talking about STEM. As someone who is in STEM, it's a nightmare for the boys. It's twice the nightmare for the girls.
This lack of diversity has long been a problem for the gaming industry. In the arcade era of the 1970s and 1980s, little attention was paid to female consumers.
Because gaming is not something that women in general are interested in, for God's sake.
When they appeared at all, female and not white characters were often props or one-dimensional stereotypes.
Oh, screw you. One of my favorite games of all time is Ultimate Doom, a game from the 90s. One of my first few games ever. One of the first few games that people play in my country was Super Mario. These fucking ideologues care so much about race and gender and think that gaming is wrong because they don't represent certain race or gender. As in, they don't represent me.
Cultural critic Anita Sarkeesian analyzes some
Shut
of the
up. Shut up. Screw you. Screw you. Watch my last Anita Sarkeesian video.
Although games like Pac-Man met some success in closing the gender gap.
Closing the gender gap? What are you even on, mate? Do you think that this gender gap is caused by some form of sexism or something? Again, ask women in general if they're willing to spend hundreds of dollars on gaming. If the answer is no, that just answers your question, doesn't it? And depictions of female characters in games do not equal hatred of women. It's actually the opposite. Having sexy women in video games is saying, yeah, women are awesome, women are cool. You are only offended by this because you are not awesome, and you are not cool. And the reason why you say it's sexism is because it triggers you. The reason why you say it's sexism is because you are not as awesome and not as sexy as the women being depicted in the video games. Shut up, stop being fucking jealous. Good God, this article cannot go through a couple of lines without me interrupting it midway through.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
The industry has been only one part of the problem. Players themselves have contributed greatly to hostile game environments.
Those awful internet trolls that say mean words to people. This is written by someone who doesn't understand how the internet culture works. I suggest you to watch Welcome to the NHK. You want to see how these guys work in real life? Yeah, they're absolutely pathetic losers who think that they're superior thanks to them talking shit at you. If you think that people talking shit at you is a threat towards you, you're only giving them more power. Why can't you understand? Oh.
In 2011, the website fatuglyOrslutty.com started collecting user-submitted documentation of online abuse directed at female players. Their archives paint a bleak picture of a world in which female gamers' bodies and sexualities are often the subject of deeply unsettling abuse.
Let's check that website, shall we?
How did my geneticals feel on your face?
He typoed the punchline of his joke. Don't take that seriously.
I was playing Super Street Fighter 4 on PS3 when I ran into this charming individual. Apparently, he did not like getting beaten by me and explained his displeasure very thoroughly. That isn't all though. I got a picture of a really nice gesture of friendship sent to me as well.
And the messages are amazing.
Fuck off, cunt lil SF nerd. You have no boyfriend, do you? Especially when it's a bitch. I got the game 3 days ago. So far, I've encountered nothing but Street Fighter fanatic nerds, and they've all been asshole to me. So I'm returning the favor to the rest of you now. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna watch a movie with my fiance. Now go have some naughty dreams about NSYNC or whatever turns your little nerdy girls to nowadays.
And a picture of a middle finger. Aww. Can I actually come into your house? No. Alright, but seriously, this is pathetic. This is several degrees of pathetic. If you are genuinely intimidated by all of these, you are several degrees more pathetic.
Hi, beauty webcam chat horny.
Wow. For the record, I am still a virgin, but at least I have enough dignity to not come into a girl that I found really hot online and go, hi beauty webcam chat horny.
Stupid slut.
Wow. Please tell me that people are not intimidated by this. Please tell me that people in the world still have some balls.
Critics like Sarkeesian vocally challenged this toxic culture, and in 2014, the culture war came to a head. Sarkeesian, along with many female developers, critics, and scholars, were targeted as a part of a massive cultural backlash coined GamerGate by actor Adam Baldwin.
Anita Sarkeesian is not exactly the most trustworthy individual on the planet. She is hilarious and lots of fun to make videos about, but I won't let her babysit my brother or anything.
While GamerGaters cited concerns over ethics in video game journalism, the GamerGate movement was repeatedly linked to instances of online harassment, including rape threats, death threats, bomb threats, and doxing, the public release of victims' private information.
No, they're not, as confirmed by the FBI and a study analyzing thousands of GamerGate accounts. How many times do I have to say this?
Most academics have since characterized GamerGate as a reaction to a shift in the video game industry away from its traditional base to a more inclusive one.
And your personal interpretation is wrong. GamerGate is a movement to fight against unethical journalists who spin around narratives like you, saying that Overwatch is successful because diversity, and not because the game is legitimately fun and competitive and lots of people play it.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Development on Overwatch began around the time GamerGate was exploding. The studio was undoubtedly following the fallout, and its decision to develop the title championing diversity was bold, given the cultural climate.
So Overwatch was developed partly because GamerGate? What?
This is especially true given that, although latest figures suggest that more than 40% of gamers are women, the gender division across genres is far from even. A recent study found that the two genres into which Overwatch most closely fits, first-person shooters and multiplayer online battle arena, the percentage of female gamers were only 7% and 10% respectively.
You are a liar. That 40% figure counts people who play smartphone games as gamers, as in people who don't spend hundreds of dollars for their gaming hobby. A more accurate way for measuring this is to measure how much people identify as gamers, and it turns out there are more than a quarter of women who identify as gamers. I made a video discussing this topic, go check it out. Women tend to gravitate more towards accessible games like Match 3 and less towards complex games like MOBA or even first-person shooters. I'm not saying that people who play casual games cannot be gamers. I started out playing casual games when I was a kid. I'm saying you cannot use the data concerning any games when you're dealing with a more serious gaming market, which has different demographics. The two are constantly conflated and I hate it when that happens.
Blizzard Activision approach with Overwatch was more both nuanced and more substantial than most. Rather than giving a nod to diversity in the form of single female character or plot element, they wove it into their world with every design decision. They also recognized that diversity isn't just about the narrative elements, but can be enabled by the structure of the game.
Overwatch's diversity is more concerning about the various abilities the characters have and less about their race or gender or sexuality. And when you say narrative elements, what narrative elements? Overwatch has barely any. And I know some of you guys go, oh, but there are comics, there are novels for Overwatch. I'm talking about what's inside the game. And what's inside the game is very hollow.
Unlike most FPS games, Overwatch doesn't rely solely on precision targeting or twitch reflexes. The distinct abilities of the various characters allow players to experiment within different styles of play, and the integrated roles of the characters emphasizes the cooperative nature of the matches.
As in, the gameplay diversity and balanced nature are what put Overwatch to be a popular game. There you go. What else do you need?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
To say that Overwatch has solved the diversity problems in games would be an overstatement. Even before its final release, Blizzard Activision found itself criticized by its fans first for releasing and then for retracting a sexualized image of one of the game's most popular characters.
Stop. Are you sure that these are the same fans? Do you think that the same person would go, that post is problematic. Wait. Don't remove it. Don't. They came from different subset of fans. And Blizzard is trying so hard to please everybody, as if that's going to work.
Similar controversy erupted when another character, May, appeared to have inexplicably lost some of her waist circumference when donning a novelty Lunar New Year outfit.
And that was stupid. That was really damn stupid as well.
Blizzard's Activision response to these controversies has neither been shut down debate nor to engage with it. Instead, they have maintained their creative vision for a game that celebrates diversity.
Let's hear to the responses, shall we?
Responding to Tracer controversy, for example, game director Jeff Kaplan said that they weren't entirely happy with the original post and that an alternate post speaks more to the character. He emphasized that they wouldn't do anything to sacrifice their creative vision, asked that the discussion remain respectful, and left it at that.
No, it's because literally one person complained in the forums.
Responding to the May controversy, an Overwatch community manager claimed it was a simple bug, it'd be fixed soon, and, by the way, Happy Lunar New Year!
Well, at least you got away with that, Blizzard.
Blizzard Activision seemed content to let Overwatch speak for itself, and the emerging narrative suggests that they have achieved their most basic goal of diversity and then some.
Good God, this article is a confirmation bias galore. Overwatch is successful because diversity, not because the game is fun and people love it. Nope, it's because diversity. Diversity of people of color, race, gender, ethnicity. Shut up.
Overwatch has demonstrated that diversity and inclusion are no barrier to major commercial successes. They have capitalized on a maturing gaming company by presenting their game's diversity in terms of artistic integrity rather than political point scoring. Whether this approach will be picked up by others in the industry remains to be seen.
No, they capitalize over a fun team-based first-person shooter that happens to have diverse sets of characters with diverse skills and abilities. Why are you even... This is confirmation bias, the article. Before we end this video, huge thanks to Vincent Bellis and Loner for the pledges on Patreon. You guys are fantastic. That's all for the video today. If you like this, you can go ahead, click the like button, and subscribe for more. If you wish, you can support me on Patreon. And thanks for watching.